This is Oldandbold's Coldharbour Surreal Estate. Where are my dragons? The Legend of Lost Dragons. Cross lore from another world. Cross lore. To be fair, I probably won't know it, but if you guys know what the reference is, you let me know. Feel free to share. Hey, Twoborn. Where are my dragons? A very pretty cave. Here's our books. A fountain. A waterfall. Oh, okay. I was starting to wonder, I was like, is that it? No, behind me was more. Absolutely. The great house. I spent in this cave so long to figure out where's the rest of the house entrance. Right? I'm like, okay. I mean, this is a really good cave, but... Ooh, I like the gate with the upside down gate to make that really cool looking door. Structurally, this is very interesting. Gosh, there's a lot to this, isn't it? First, is there anything back here? Nope. Like just that. Okay. There is something back here. Oh my gosh. Oh, could be Game of Thrones. I love the cobbled together table. And using the game as pieces on the map. Like battle plan pieces. That's pretty brilliant. Map tables from Dragonstone. Okay. Okay, we've got upstairs now too. Aha, it's just a balcony up here. I see. What are they? Oh, they're stairs. Like, what is this partition made out of? Okay. See down here? Oh, we can. Okay, is there any more to this? Am I missing anything? It looks like there's a lot of potential hidey holes, but I think we snagged everything. Those of you who've been here before, is that all of it? I think. The attack. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay, let me score this and we'll move on. This is BraBot's Pantherfang Chapel. It's the mystery of Pantherfang. welcome to my castle, a mysterious travel for several films and series scenes. From magic of Disney to greatness of Marvel. Will you find them? Don't miss it. Okay, they don't say how many there are, but if you see references, call them out. Okay. Oh, we've got some EHT stuff going on here. The motorcycle. Okay, so that's Nicolas Cage, right? Penance Stare. Thanks, Peter Co, for bringing me to life. Ghost Rider. Okay. Yeah, Ghost Rider. Yep. I knew the reference. I just couldn't think of the name. It's hard to be put on spot sometimes on stream. Okay. We figured out one. Yay. Let's go this way. Hey, comfortable. Was that Excalibur? Possibly. Possibly. Okay, let's get this down here. Another one. Welcome to the House of God. Okay. I do like the use of that effect with the what's it called? The Moth Priest Cleansing Bowl. I do like that. You want to put ground oils in there? Yeah, the Moth Priest Cleansing Bowl. I'm a little concerned about this in the chapel, though. That's, Hey, Buddhist Priest Plays, how's it going? Okay. These houses are huge and it's easy to miss stuff, so I'm going to attempt not to miss things. Okay, we've got some lovebirds. That if you guys recognize any stories, let me know. Got a boat out there. Hey, Mr. Quasi-Griff. Where are you in a hurry to get to? Oh. Got boats and a sea serpent. Got a stable. This is huge. Pantherfang is very large. Got the guillotine all set up. Oh. We have snowmen and Christmas. Sword in the stone. Possibly. Right? Yeah, there's Excalibur. Hi, Agrona. How's it going? Anything in here? Oh, there's a painting. Hard to see. Oh, the pet rock? That came out last year, 2 years ago. It doesn't really do anything. I'm excited too, Agrona. Very excited to see all these houses. I'm always thrilled to be able to judge these and get to see everyone's creations. They are truly amazing. The siren. It's a rock span. It came out several eras ago. I meant the pet rock in ESO. I know, I always want to do housing after this. Okay, I am. RP swimming. Always a good time. Anything out here? I like the icicles. The maze out here. Oh, what's out here? Oh, that's where we came in. Never mind. We've seen that. We'll name him Rocky Balboa. I was so sad when it first came out. I really wanted the pet rock to have... Ooh. I really wanted the pet rock to have, like, drawn-on eyes and stuff. Like a kid had made it a pet. This place is huge, and I'm sure I'm going to miss something, so I apologize in advance if I miss anything. Hey, Nefarious. Why am I not hearing music boxes? I keep missing music boxes. What the heck? It's a bit of a cacophony in here now. But it's working. Logging out and back in worked. Okay. Future reference. Thanks for the lurk, Helena. Okay, so I logged out and back in. It is now working again. I'm hearing a couple things, though. I don't think I'm supposed to. Okay. I like the drafting table with the painting and the palette, with the dye station, a bathroom. All or nothing, I guess. Yeah, it's quite loud in here now. Because we have this music box here, which is really close to this music box. Is there another one too? It feels like there's more than two. Feels like there's more than two. Ooh, I like the kitchen. I like the kitchen very much. Not sure why there's bread on a burner, but it could just be waiting for the chicken to finish. The neat refrigerator. Well, and yeah, we have a lot going on here. We have a lot going on. It's making you hungry. Got some sensory overload now. Okay. Up here. Trying to whip through. We've spent so much time now. Yep, there's another one up here. Still sounds like there's two. Chip, Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, and Cogsworth. Welcome to the West Wing. So this is Beauty and the Beast. With the rose and the thing. Rose is there too. Yep. Be our guest, right? We've got a music box here. We have a piano. Piano, you hear a song that makes you sigh, and the heart speaks of a sensation big as the sea, something between us, unintentionally changes, an illusion is born, tremble of emotion, Beauty and the Beast are just like yesterday, but never the same. If I can trigger that again. Always to risk, you can bring your final choice. You must learn, the song says, before judging, you have to arrive to the heart. True as the sun that gives us heat. There's not greater truth, beauty is in the heart. An illusion is born, tremble of emotion, Beauty and the Beast are. Okay. Okay. We've seen Ghost Rider, Excalibur, Beauty and the Beast. I don't know if anybody's caught anything else. Maybe Little Mermaid? They had that mermaid statue. It could be Sirens. It could be Little Mermaid. Okay, let's see. Came up that way, so let's go down this way. Seeing all that. Yes, I have the music box up there, right? And then we have two down here at least. Quite a lot. We have our stations. Pirate boat, maybe Neverland. Okay. Okay, that's just the other side of that. Anything up here? Okay. Let's go back down here. That. There's so much to this house. This is really, it truly is huge. Okay, we didn't go through this part. Is that a computer? Also a box. Okay. Lots of electricity shooting through. Okay. Seeing all that. This is Pantherfang. Cheat and go this way. Alex, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Been that way. We've been that way. I think that's it. Can anybody confirm? This is BraBot's Pantherfang Chapel. Gonna head on to the next. Let's see, this is Nijelle's Antiquarian Alpine Gallery. The Tale of the Dead Princess and the Seven Heroes by A.S. Pushkin. Wind, O wind, lord of the sky, herding flocks of clouds on high, stirring up the dark blue ocean, setting all the air in motion. Unafraid of anyone, saving God and heaven alone. Surely you'll not grudge an answer? Tell me, did you ever chance to see the princess I revere? I'm her fiancé, oh here, said the wind, in turmoil blowing. Where a quiet stream is flowing, stands a mountain high and steep. In it lies a cavern deep. In this cave in shadows dismal sways a coffin made of crystal, hung by chains from pillars 6, round it barren land in which no man ever meets another. In that tomb your bride discover. Okay. I like the additions of the torch and the scabbard to the statue. I can't afford to do large builds, gold, or crowns, but have fun doing what I can. Love housing in this game. If you ever want help with gold, let me know. I can't give you help with crowns. I don't buy crowns either, but I can certainly help you with gold. Water feature there. Like they've blocked off the house. Is there a house that's really darkish and I can make something gothic? Yes, but I can't think of one that's gold only other than Coldharbour. Evanhart Chateau, that's a good one. If you're looking for something smaller, you could probably do something with like Blackvine Villa. Wraithhome is crown only, but it looks kind of like Vaults of Madness. But if you want something small to start with, I would probably say Blackvine Villa or any of the Dark Elf ones could be gothic. got that. Oh, I found it. I knew we were looking for something. Cragenholm can be dark. It's Dunmer. Ravenhurst. And the one in Narcisse. All the glowies. One in Rivenspire has a gloomy atmosphere too. Remember, you can reskin anything too. Just put up new walls, turn it into a cave. You also have the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, which is also crowns only and limited time. Evanheart one is kind of dark and ashy. Oh, look at this. What do we have here? I love how, because this is so dark and blue toned, it really tones down the white. Of the curtains. This is done so well with the chains. I mean, just the placement of the chains with the serpents, really, really good. Oh, we have a display case in here. We've got a Sleeping Beauty-esque. That's one of the trophies for doing a dungeon. Tons of flowers. Which, remember I said before, the display cases are really hard to light up, so the use of some of the glowy flowers gives you just enough light to kind of get a hint of what's inside. Along with the white flowers, they show up really well versus something dark inside. I use Stratton Springs for my haunted house, but Blackvine Villa is truly gothic in style, although I use mine for the New Life Festival and cathedral-like atmosphere. The gray walls reflect colored lights beautifully. Oh, nice to know. Yeah, Evanheart Chateau is right by the volcano, etc., so you've got some good atmosphere there for something gothic. Oh, we missed one with the chain. Oh my gosh, it was so close. Like, look how perfectly that one goes. And these two. And that one's a miss. Like a total miss. Bummer. I like the water wall. The sound effects are also really good. Hey, your heart. Well, and perspective in this game is so hard in housing. It looks like something's perfect, but unless you look at it from all angles, you just don't know. Yeah, from afar it looks perfect, right? And that's probably what happened. They probably placed it that way. Did I get everything? Got the waterfall there. I really do like that, though. That is very cool looking. Yeah, if we didn't look close, we wouldn't have noticed it, right? What's the best way to get back down? What's the best way to get back down? Well, I notice we've got all the plants here that were not original to this build. We're on EU today. I am a little lost, I think. Is there more to this one? It is number 13 on the list. Does anyone have a handy list that they can post on my Discord for anybody who's not part of the contest to be able to follow along? I only have my judges sheet, and I'm not supposed to share that, so if anybody has a handy-dandy list, like master list that they could share on my Discord, that would be fantastic. Okay, I think that might be it. I'm not really sure how to get to the rest of the house. But I think that was it. You started in small and medium? Yeah, this is one of the manors and large houses. Yeah, I think this is the entirety of the house. I'm kind of lost, if I'm being honest. I don't know how we got up here. There it is. There's the door. Yeah, that's it. This is the entirety of the house. This is Slim-Pickering's old Mistveil Manor, House of 8, a grand writing room. So obviously this is also reskinned. None of this is actually Old Mistveil Manor house. This is part of the yard. They've completely built this from scratch. Speakers and a turntable. Look at that. That is pretty amazing. You look for story, magic, and surprise? Okay. As part of the jury, I'm giving 5 separate scores of 0 to 10 on creativity, complexity and quality, atmosphere and details, contest theme, and general impression. They can get up to 50 points from each judge. Yeah, I love that. That's great. Cobbled a lamp. Those lamps are also cobbled. Oh, this is cool. Another interesting cobble. So EHT, we were talking about EHT earlier. And so you can use EHT for placement. Like, see how perfectly placed the window is? That is a cobbled window. And they could have hand placed this. But chances are, because it looks so perfect, they used Essential Housing Tools, the add-on, to perfectly place these 8 items in a perfect octagon. So in this case, a judge would not have to have EHT to be able to see this because it just helped them with the placement. It is not an effect that will disappear. A typewriter? You're kidding me. I am loving this typewriter. Look at this. Loving this typewriter. It's phenomenal. Got this window, which is also phenomenal. Typewriter. A telephone. An old-timey telephone. Love. Absolutely love. Hi, Chelamar. Welcome to the stream. Even the coffee table is cobbled. It's a simple cobble, but it's cobbled. The couches are cobbled. Got 2-in-1 fireplace. A live mount on the mantle. Cobbled chair. Lots of cobbling going on in here. I love it. Wild Bill was the guy from Silence of the Lambs. Wild Bill? Buffalo Bill? Wild Buffalo Bill? Something like that. Okay. Hey, welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Bond Servant. Hi, Kimbo. Hi, Eraser. Welcome in, Raiders. What did you guys get up to? Hi, Trippy. We are touring the Aetherius Arts Behind the Story Housing Contest. We are on EU today, touring manors and large homes. Oh, look, there's a fish. Fish mount up there. Oh, and we have the stained glass windows. And a homemade chandelier. This is just fantastic. Those were a little disturbing. As is this relief structure. That is really neat, though. Look how cool that looks. Very neat. Disturbing, but neat. Talking Pike. Did the usual Murder Monday and some Sky Shards and Delve boss killing for Isabel. She's in the home stretch at level 19. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, I was so busy looking at the window and the typewriter and the telephone, I totally missed this wall sculpture. That's really neat. Yeah, so we've got the telephone and the typewriter. I just realized this is a cobbled table lamp. Didn't even notice that first time around. We've got a record player over here with speakers. Lots of nice cobbles. Yep, this is the entire build right here. Lots and lots of detail. Lots of detail. Okay, I am going to score this and then we'll move on to the next house. This is LadyTempestys' Mathiisen Manor. There is nothing else written about it, so it's a mystery. A well-lit garden. These Eleanor trees with their falling petals really add to any garden atmosphere. Just enough glowy flowers to give it that nighttime, well-lit. So many retaining walls. Let's see. A beautiful fountain. More flowers. Got Vivek. They said there was nothing written about this one, so I don't know what the theme is, what they were going for. So if you spot a theme, feel free to shout it out. Otherwise, we're going in blind and we'll see what this is all about. See what inside has. Well, we definitely have books. So many books. These aren't the levitating books, but some of them are levitated. I don't know if that's intentional or not. There's one even turned around backwards. A couple turned around backwards. Yeah, at first it looked like they were evenly spaced, so I thought maybe they just plugged them all into EHT, but I do believe that they are hand-placed. With some turned around backwards. That took some time. Thank you so much, Your Heart. If you guys want to follow along, Your Heart has put a list in my Discord. A link to the list in Discord. If you guys would like to follow along. With the Mage's Library, it's not like the books wouldn't get into little rivalries or timeouts. Do we know it's a Mage's Library? Got a desk with a levitating key. And flowers growing out of books. So maybe magical. It's got magical glowy books. I hope it's a Mage's Library. It does appear that way. Okay. There we go. Secret library back here. Definitely some magic going on back here. Ooh, those are bright. Those are very bright. We're going to keep our back to it. Somebody's doing some experiments. That middle piece is also floating. So is the thing with vials. So again, I don't know if that's intentional because it's magical. Or if it is a quality concern. Need to close things behind us. Oops, nope, that's not what we want to do. Wrong way. This door's got like 3 settings. 1. Okay, I think we're good there. Door with that many magical locks is definitely a mage library. Okay, we'll go upstairs on the other side. I want to check out both sides first. I do like the use of all the Vardenfell glow stalks as lighting in here. The This is the EP Nook. Well, this is an unfortunate one with the tree growing out of the bookshelf. Poor book. Can't quite tell if that lamp is floating or not. Bunch of maps on the wall. That photo or that picture's not quite up against the wall. I like the wall-o maps. That is fun. Brutal Mistress of Fine Books. We'll use those doors here in a minute. I'm going to look around upstairs a little bit more. Yeah, that one's not quite flush either. Okay. Let's see what's out these doors. Left to right. I feel like everyone's just going to use this for Hermaeus Mora from here on out. Too convenient. Okay. Out this way. Ooh, a telescope. With the moon in the perfect place. Oh, they even gave us a little pad for our tush. Because we'll be here a while, right? Morning, Papa Doc. How's it going? Okay. Let me score this one, and then we'll move on. This is Anonimated's Enchanted Snow Globe. It just says the Castle of Necrom. A tree with some gifts under it, possibly. I like how the curtains look purple in this light. Check out the yard a bit. Anything to see? My guess is everything's inside, but hard to know for sure. Unless we run around real quick. Just gonna quickly scurry through the yard. Looks like there's anything to see here. We can also, when we get up into the tower, into the lighthouse, we will be able to tell for sure if we missed anything. Okay, we have snowmen. Lit trees. Really pretty. Got some snow sculptures up top. They've added a little something to the outside door to make it look a little bit more regal. Definitely a Christmas theme. Okay, so we've got a Christmas tree with gifts. We have a bird on top. Some butterflies. like that they stuck in those yellow bushes that have the butterflies. Kind of a neat touch. Gives a little bit more depth. Even just the yellow, even without the butterflies, a little more depth. Let's go down here. We've got opposing music boxes again. Very, very cozy, though. Not sure about that. I think that's from the floor over here. Yeah. I don't think that's intended to be up like that. Oh, so we've got a music box. We also have that elsewhere achievement item. It took me a while to realize that music boxes are audible at different distances depending on the user's view settings. Yeah. Is it based on view settings or is it based on the volume of the effects? Do I need to go to a default view setting to hear things properly? Oh, there's the walkway. How magical does that look? Oh, and the burlap sacks under the tree. That's a great idea. Yeah, see, like right here, we're hearing a whole bunch of different stuff. So is it affected by view distance? I'm on default view setting. Out of curiosity. Audio. I can still hear both. I can still hear both. So I don't think it's a volume thing. I turn it down a tiny bit though. Okay. Theo is giving us cake. I'm gonna come back here. We're gonna take a peek back here. If your default view settings are fair, right? I do love this cake. So pretty. They blocked off the tower. We can't go up and look down. Oh, I didn't even see. They did something else up here. It's a wagon wheel with flowers and the Sylvanari sapstone. Is that what it's called? I got so many of those for my Christmas house. They give off a really nice light. They're a cheap wreath. All the other wreaths are crown only, so it is a nice frame for that. I don't know about the flowers personally, but I see something else. What? Oh, that's the hand going through the door of the statue. Okay. Let's go down. That is a very bright tree. Let me turn my gamma down. Still very bright. But I turn my gamma down. A lot of this game is really dark, especially for streaming, so I turned my gamma up, but as a very bright tree, did you perchance remember to pack your Geiger counter? Right? Okay, I think that is sunglasses needed in that one. Yeah, like I said, I want to turn down my gamma a little bit, but see how dark it is outside without it. Especially on stream. Everything seems darker on stream. See how much different that looks with gamma turned down? This is UZW's Antiquarian Alpine Gallery, Daedric's Champion Personal House. A house of the champion with all the riches given by Daedric princes. Now remember, the theme for this is Necrom. It is behind the story, so it is stories, books, fairy tales, tentacles, anything along those lines. Let's see if this one lines up with that theme. The lighting is beautiful. First impression is gorgeous. Let's venture up this way real quick. Some art. The story is very books, tentacles, one of those things that's not like the others. If you take it from the Necrom standpoint, they are all perfectly in line. Hey, Sasfarai. Home of an artist. Let's see. Continue to look in the yard and then we'll go into the front. So this is definitely where it seems like somebody's main house because of all of the crafting stations and chests. I do like the use of all the glowies. Must have cost a fortune to decorate that property. Most of these probably cost quite a bit. A lot of housers are some of the best traders because you have to be. But keep in mind too, a lot of people have been playing this game for years, so some of these things have been purchased over time. Yes, you can purchase everything at once, but a lot of us also have a lot of stuff tucked away from previous Lux vendor sales, from antiquities, from crown crates, etc. That would be a Radiant Apex mount. It's one of the ones that tempted me because it's purple. This is a beautiful home. Question is, does it fit the theme? Since that is one of the components of scoring, we have to determine if this fits the theme of behind the story. Now, I suppose technically anything could be a story, right? If the house tells a story, that's technically a story. Then the question becomes, what story does this tell? We don't really have a whole lot of a story. It says the house of the champion with all the riches given by Daedric princes. The story should be hinted at in the description. Lots are not Daedric. It feels a bit like a flex house. I think I know that throne. Druid King's Ivy Throne. It's new, that's why I don't know it. Okay. One of the new voucher vendor items. Glad they set that away a bit. It's awfully bright. Jellyfish! You'd be a judge from hell? So what is your take? Does this, so far, fit the theme of the contest? Which is broad. But in your opinion, does this fit the theme of the contest? And I think when you have 105 contestants, you have to be strict, right? You can't just say, oh, this one's great, and give it 10 out of 10, because then there's no differentiation between houses. So you have to be nitpicky, you have to be strict. Any of these houses is phenomenal in its own right. Right? Got the trial dummy. Looking for the ethereal well. It fits the theme, but it does not tell the story on a deeper level. What would you like to see then, your heart? What would you like to see here if you were offering some constructive criticism to the creator? We've got a winery over here. Let's go. Oh, we didn't go over here. Let's go over here first. Got another music box, and the whale, and the crystals. Garden. And something in there to make that super duper bright. That's kind of a neat effect. Not sure what they use, but it's a cool effect. A personal story. What about like a retelling of a well-known story like Beauty and the Beast or Princess and the Pea? Okay, I think it's time to go inside. What do you guys think? Been all around. I don't think we've missed anything outside. Any story reference would work, I hope, inside. Well, we've got books. And they did say like a library would work. Kind of thrown a little by how many Christmas trees we've seen today. I like the shower and the chain for the toilet. Got a bathroom. Got a little reading nook over here. Transmute station. Lots of achievement items. Is Witch readable? The precursor. Back here. We'll go down there later. Let's go do this first. Like the spider terrarium. Not quite sure I'm understanding the theme of this room. We have some Clockwork City, Poisoner's Cabinet, map of Vardenfell, some cheese. Again, it feels more like a flex room than a put together coherent theme. This is very bright. Okay, sounds good, your heart. This is very bright. The added books here that don't quite line up. Down here is fine. Down here is kind of neat. Even though it overlaps other books. I don't know. Well, let's look underneath and see if there's something super bright that's affecting that. Yeah, 84 won't be today. 84 is likely to be Wednesday or Thursday. Still not really sure what's so bright. Must be thunk into the floor or something. It's very bright. All right. I think that is everything. Lots to see here for sure. So let me score this and give me just a second. In advance. This is Aphrodite's 69, Shalidor's Shrouded Realm, Book of Lyrianne. Lyrianne Morrison, born in a poor farmer family as a lone girl. She loves books and likes reading, sometimes writes also novels. In the school, Lyrianne found a big love, Zacharias Wilderson, schoolmate. That was a heavy romance. One night, parents of Lyrianne died by a big fire in their own house. Zacharias told Lyrianne, "Come to my house to live." Because Lyrianne was sad and depressive, she accepted it. Sometimes Lyrianne would see dreams when she was undersleeping about a dark shadow person, but never see the face of it. When told to Zacharias, he just said to Lyrianne, "Don't worry about it. It's happened because of your parents. Death shocked me." But later, Lyrianne had more dreams about the shadow thing. One night she went to sleep into the bed, but because of a lot of things was in her head, could not fall asleep, only the eyes was closed. A few minutes later, Zacharias comes to her bed and sees Lyrianne is sleeping, start to say something on the tongue of evil. Lyrianne was scared by Zacharias, but stayed in simulated sleep state to know out what was happening. A few seconds later, Lyrianne founded herself in a totally different place, in another dimension, what was so dark and wicked. She doesn't understand at all what is happening, but later she finds out everything. Zacharias was the dark shadow man in her dreams. He is a follower of Molag Bal and wants to manipulate Lyrianne in her dream. Zacharias killed her parents to get the girl closer to him and discover the weak points of humanity. Lyrianne, when finally started to be seen clear about what's happening, she started to make over that dark thing by destroying the book, and she wrote before months about the dark shadows in her dreams. She was totally scared from this shadow, and Zacharias gained his earthen strength from it. Lyrianne was successfully destroyed the book, and everything looks like become good and peaceful, or not. Lyrianne was pregnant with a baby from Zacharias. Because Zacharias also died when this book was destroyed, Lyrianne lost all of human power and fall down to ground. The baby, because of a mysterious divine miracle, born in a bird nest to a new life, will start after a while make the world more peaceful and happy. Keep in mind, this is an EU build, so English often isn't the first language. Okay. I'm not sure which portion of the story we're seeing, or if we're going to see all of it. They definitely wrote a story. Am I supposed to go through here? Oh, okay. Well, there's a fire. There's the fire. Okay. Bedroom, books. Maybe her journals. Is there more to this? Did I miss something? Oh, there we go. Here we go. The waterfall, another cobbled portion of house. I like the shelves under the stairs. Let's go upstairs, see what there is to see. And we go through here. We can go through here. Oh, avert your eyes. That's really bright. Oof. Really, really bright. This is the darkness. Lots of books. So many books. Oh, there's an axe through this book. Well, I guess that book is destroyed. And the baby in the bird's nest. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, let me score this, and then we will do stream raiders. This is Inked Raven's The Gorinir Estate, the Book Nook. Have you ever wondered what it's like to go through a book nook? Well, here's your chance. It's a hat. It's a cobbled hat. That's so cute. Oh, I like that it looks like the apples have spilled out. Something so simple, and yet it adds so much to the build, right? So I think every housing person, judge or not, because we all judge as we go through, right? I think every housing person has their own pet peeves, their own things that they really look for or admire. As someone, whether you're a houser or a housing aficionado, what are some things that you guys look for, good or bad? One of the things I look for are things that I wouldn't think to do, like these lights. I would not have thought to turn them on their side to use them as overhead lighting. That is not something I would have thought to do, and so that always impresses me. Anybody who's watched me long enough knows that floaters and overlapping music boxes are a couple of my pet peeves. That floating, like the vase there is floating just a teensy tiny bit, but not too bad. The plates are good. You know what I mean? And shelves are so hard. But little details like this also get me. And cobbles, even simple cobbles, are things I like. How about you guys? And if you're watching this on YouTube later, post in the comments. What are some things you look for? What are some of your housing pet peeves? Are you looking for inspiration? Are you judging based on, like I said, like things that you would never have thought to do yourself? Is it detail? Which one? A nice light? Or are you saying in general? That's a very nice light, but a piece of rope that does not connect irritates me. Oh, under here? The rope for the herbs? I mean, it's not long enough, right? There's only so much you can do with that. But they could have put it, like, diagonal or moved it up so it's coming from the top instead of attempting to go in the sides. Yeah. Little details like that. For these, I don't take off as, you know, those don't bother me quite as much. It would in my own build, but not in someone else's, if that makes sense. But yes, I can totally see that. Like this clipping into the corner, that bothers me a little bit. I mean, that's not something that could happen in real life. If it were just the flag swaying and clipping as it swayed, it'd be different, but yeah, I totally get that. And so we look at overall quality. Clipping and floating and things like that affect my score. Is one thing going to cost you a point? Probably not, but cobbles that don't look like cobbles are my jam. If it fools me for a moment, I love it. That's a great standard. That is a great standard. What's this? The book over here? It is Daedra Dossier, The Titans. Good question. Sometimes people pick their books very, very carefully. It's a very good point that we should pay attention to that. And like this one is To Posterity. Oh my gosh, it's a cobbled doll. Look at that. It looks kind of like one of the characters from 9. With the one with the goggles. I forget which one that is. Oh, that's bright. Holy moly, that's bright. Okay, we're gonna check that out last. And I'm okay with things floating if they're intended to float, but like this, I don't know why you would want this jewelry box to float. You know what I mean? Like, is there a purpose to that? Was it an oversight? Same thing with this bottle. Like, that does not look intentional at all. It's clipping through the books, it's floating. Compared to, for example, the flower that's just coming through from the other side, I can forgive that more than this bottle is kind of bothering me. You know what I mean? Or like up there. I feel like they moved... That's what I bet they did. I bet they moved the bookshelf and then didn't move some of the stuff on it. Because they're all up about the same amount. I bet they moved it up and over a little bit, and they were placed originally. You know what I mean? Okay, let's attempt to look at this. Careful, your eyes might burn. That is exceptionally bright. Exceptionally bright. Okay. So this says, have you ever wondered what it's like to go through a book nook? Well, here's your chance. I didn't even notice that. That's the story stone on both sides. Good use of that. Did I go through the window? This one? No, not that window. Up through here? Am I supposed to go through here? Oh, that's very bright. No, I can't go through there. Can't go through there. Now my eyes hurt. My eyes hurt. Through this one? Nope. Nowhere else to go. You enter their nook. Okay. Let me score this one quick, and we will move on. This is Zaavyna's Gorinir estate, called Sisters. Inspired by the book The Sisters of the Winter Wood by Raina Rosner. For best touring experience, setting gamma to lowest and having sound on is the way to go. Okay, so gamma to lowest. Has anyone here read The Sisters of the Winter Wood by Raina Rosner? That is not one I'm familiar with. Let me reset my gamma. To the lowest, they said. Okay. Okay. It is spooky. I like when they let us know how to put our setting for best experience. Definitely very hard to see. Can you guys see anything at all on your end? Sometimes the details get washed out between me and stream. Bright and clear there? Okay, good. Good, good. Oh, spooky. Well, hello there. Oh, people eating spiders? Oh, hey, I found a path. Found a path. We have a lantern kicked over. Another spider. Oh, hello. This place looks really neat. That's a good point. I wonder if the previous house's owner has their gamma set to a point where the bright blue cave of blinding blueness isn't quite as overwhelming. We did turn gamma down a bit. Mine is normally set quite a bit higher, but yeah. What we did was we set everything to default and then turned gamma up just a tiny bit for general viewing, just because it tends to be darker on stream. Figuring default is a fair place to point from. This is Gorinir Estate. It's very hard for me to see much here. I don't really like the gamma being all the way down. Although I know for the lighting that's... I feel like I'm missing details. I feel like I'm missing details. We might turn gamma up and walk back out. You like all the glow flies. There's those druidic thrones again. I like the pool with that effect. It's very neat. Spriggans. Another Spriggan. Hey Vishy, how's it going? The owner of this house had to set gamma all the way down, which is why it's so dark. But I think once we think we've seen everything, I'm going to turn it up a little bit so I can make sure I didn't miss anything. It's hard to see secret passageways when everything is dark, right? And I really don't want to miss anything. So I'm not familiar with the book that this is supposed to be based on, which is The Sisters of the Winter Wood by Raina Rosner. Okay, I'm going to turn gamma back up just a little bit. Actually, let's turn it back up to where I had it. Somewhere around there. Very different look, but now I can see if I missed anything. You know what I mean? I don't know what that book is, but the scene is lovely. It is. It is. Oh, that was the Green Lady. Totally missed that. I think think I missed the Dovafly too. Definitely missed the moth. And the bird feeder. Or birdhouse. Go back through. I missed the shells. The details I missed. And I don't remember how to get out of here. That's the way in there. I remember coming from this way, but maybe not. Did I drop? I think I dropped from up there. Okay, so we can't go all the way back through. Oh, hey, I missed this little guy too. All right, let me score this one, and then we will move on to the next.